So I'm Dave Sherwood, the CEO and co-founder of BibliU. We're an educational learning platform that makes learning more effective. In terms of how we've come about as a company, it's really driven by the fact that we've built this platform for students by students. And what we mean is that as a recent student myself, I studied here at Oxford and at the University of Western Australia. And what I found as a student is that a reading list could cost up to £1,500. And that was just literally impossible. I didn't have that much money in my bank account and I could not afford everything. And then even when I got hold of content, even the content that I did buy, the books that I did buy, you're stuck with a really heavy 5 kilogram block of paper. And I found it really jarring that when I'm using Netflix or Snapchat or Apple News in my day-to-day as a millennial, that this was the expected way that I was supposed to consume the content at university. And not only was it inconvenient in terms of getting hold of the thing and moving it around, but there was nothing done to make the learning more effective. So I was just reading through page by page by page by page. And I just felt there was a much more effective way to get that information through to the student, help them consume it more quickly and help them be a better student. And that's what we've done with our platform. In terms of where we are today, we're currently at 40 universities, ranging from Oxford to New York University to Coventry to Lincoln. And we cover about 150,000 students. If you're just looking at the UK and the US, it's about 22 million students. So there's a long way to go to cover the market, but I'm very happy with where we've gotten to so far. We grew 800% since last year. So I see BibliU growing massively over the coming years, but as a first point, I see us being used by practically every institution in the UK, EU and the US. As a second point, I see BibliU fundamentally changing the way people learn. So rather than having that sort of one-size-fits-all, I read the same thing as my peers, I have a completely personalised learning journey based on my needs, my abilities, and my interests. And that learning journey will help me learn about Lewis acids much faster than I could have done previously. And as a final point, we will be able to finally unify the world's academic information, so journals, textbooks, lecture slides, open resources, into a single instant access library, which just hasn't been done before. And the consequences of that will just be making information more accessible to everybody and making learning more accessible to everybody.